Starting recording. Hello, YouTube land! And Eighth is still here with me, just kind of hanging out in Streamland. We are playing Ghost Trick. We are now on Chapter 15. I don't think I made enough chapter markers. Oh well, I will have to do that. Good friend doing things, yes. We are playing Ghost Trick and we are getting to the twisty-turny indie bits. So here we go. 10 years ago, a man named Cecil took a little girl named Lynn hostage. We are quoting Cecil because we've just been told that that's not the name, and then was killed by a meteor fragment. Tonight, a man named Cecil met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like a final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. How can that be me? I see. Myself. There you are, Commander Sith, finally. Cecil, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of, didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we've fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside of our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We will arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Cecil. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep. But I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Is that a memory? Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. We just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. We saw this in the very beginning of the game. Now we get to see where it is. Yes, we are very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. And his forever grapes have started. Nyam nyam boop. Nyam nyam boop. Nyam nyam. What do you think, Eighth? That's an interesting little contraption. Nice dry, Inspector Cabanela. But you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. Trick time! So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going on with me? Do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I better talk to him. You think? Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? It did look neat. Oh boy, still unconscious, huh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long, then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Rewind time! And we can't stop anything because we're just one person. Yet. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives me complete control over the top police gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. And what's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Doesn't make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life, or have you forgotten that? Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. Whoo boy! Isn't he fun? That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally you, Inspector... Yeah, the mental gymnastics on this one. And finally you, Inspector Cabanela. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record. And my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jowd. And I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. Pew! Egads. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Tensik. Boom! Revenge? That's what? You're stretching a little here, dear Sissel. You're stretching a lot. None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Oh, Inspector Cabanela, he's awake. Good morning. My head's spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel who just shot me? I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Uh-huh. After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here, to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that. But there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing. Q. Whew, boy. Trick time. Yeah, alright, let's G here. So are you the manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you better be very careful. That guy in red is the manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. Oh, if he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I'd better be careful. And H. That's good, boy. Gee, hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives complete control over the doop. Alrighty then, let's ghost. And I can't do anything. Look at him! There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really a sign of having special powers of the dead? Alright, that should be good. Because I need to look around. Because I can't do anything yet. Sorry, Inspector. Okay, thank you. That does not look comfortable. Are we going to say anything about that? Yeah, nope. Alright, let's go. Alright. Whew, boy. Look at this place. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Oh, something bad happened here, and now there's another death lying hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Oh no. Oh no, there's a bird. Hey, come to think of it, where's that old pigeon guy? Can't do anything with the motor, it's exploded. Oh, I can move the hoist. Let's move the hoist. Oh no. Okay. Excuse me. Are you awake? Of course! I never sleep during work hours! Professor! Do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you've brought with you, pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest, actually. He said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch. Anyway, we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death, in order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela, but if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Rewind time! Okay. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is. I love this game. They do some interesting leaps, but this is a good story. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it, he's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. Ridiculous. Heh, heh, heh. So you figured it all out, all out, huh? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanela. So it's really true. I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel. A shell. I control everything. This shell, people, just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time? You made her shoot your shell? But why? Why would you do something like that? He's suddenly a Southern Belle. Oh well. To create conclusive evidence, you know. On that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Jowd did. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it will all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his arrow this way. On to dynamite, which we don't know how it got there. Professor, look out! And explosion he didn't die in. Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him. Having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? All the way back in chapter 1. We're in chapter 15. He was a complete and utter imposter. He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't gonna let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, huh? I noticed right away that the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back even further into the past. Here we go! Time for chaos. Alrighty then. I need to look down here right now. Where are you? Show me. Sorry, this is going to be a waiting game. We're gonna watch them. I don't know, we just have a pink and a blue rat. Come on. There's a whole lot of talking we can do, but if I do that, I miss this chance. I'm doing okay. It's been a bit. Yep. I'll poke you on Discord about some of the things that I've done and that are going on. Help me! Where are you? Find me before I'm carried away. What's with that frail sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? Yep, little guy. Looks a little fragile, but has strength that'd surprise you. Well, he's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Yes! Yes! Damn. Come here. Where? There. Found you. Get over here. Me. Come. Find. Oh, we don't have to poke him this time. It's Missile! What are you doing here? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, you really going there? No, that's okay, never mind. Anyway, we need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course! Here, let me come join you! Missile. Missile! Missile! Thank you. For not floating away. Okay, here I am, Sizzle! Now, maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Thank you. Fate changed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and... Okay, let's stop that explosion. No, we can't do that. Okay, let's take care of the man in red then. No, we can't do that either. We can't do this. We can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen, and then we rescue the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, Missile. Oh, I didn't know about that, but I'll do my best. We're talking about a matter of seconds, so that we can't miss our chance. And here we go. I can now do things. Alright, you're gonna live there. Alright. Hello, Missile. You are our best help. You can reach fairly far. Alright, nope, we do not want to talk yet. Alright, so we need to switch over. Can I get down there? Oh, absolutely not. Alright, cool. Alright, can't do that yet. Alright, come here. Tire! That way! That way! Nope. Alright, let's see here. Thank you. Can lid. Thank you. Those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Sizzle! My animal instincts are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. A bigger commotion, eh? Alright, come here. You! Just get over it. Over here. Can't reach anything. Ah! Why can't we reach anything? Alright, I probably needed to actually be moving around. Alright, nope. Come on. What can we do? Ah, there we go. Swap that for me, please. Thank you. Yes, more, more. Time has stopped so we can watch a cutscene. Come on. Now, that's what I'd call some proper commotion. They're making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a little bit like dancing now myself. 'Cause you dance. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back. What a dangerous punch. Trick time. Yep, it is. Alright, and there we go. Thank you, everybody involved. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. And a switch. And a go. And you're falling. And here we go. Hey, Sizzle, you're useless. Go be in there. Alright, thank you, and we have Missile. And 3. Nope, don't want to be there. We would like to be right here, please. Why? Shit, it wasn't done. Alright, sorry. Thank you. Try again. Oh, look. We've saved him. We saved him. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. Might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Carbonell, I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. Updated the phone book. Oh no! The recording's still going. And it's live again. Wonder why the stream... Woo! We're live! Wonder why the stream does that. Talked about magic disappearing act and when I'm the one that did it instead of normal ones. And here we go. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that right about now, that real me is giving the poor Justice Minister a real fright. On that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Oh, excuse me, mister! You really shouldn't be mean like that! What's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was still actually full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a horrible, terrible thing. Poor little girl taken hostage. That's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute. Camilla, Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla, a hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanela, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, right? But this time, it's different, right, Sizzle? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the inspector in a way, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this! Gee, kids, you're making me feel like I'm an afterthought. 'Cause you are. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanela is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Sizzle, I'll go first and wait for you. Bling, 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 bling. Okay, Love Dove, Lovey Dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Flip, 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 flip. Hip, thank you, little Love Dove. Hip, hip. There you are, Sizzle. Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanela without him noticing. Phew, it's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Sizzle. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap V. Alright, here we go. Oh boy. Alright, we need you, because you are the most important person here. Right now, knit hat. Crap, I need to get Sizzle up there. Alright, can't reach. Okay, cool. Cool. New person. And you, can we reach anything? No. Okay. Continuing. Hit the pot. Thank you. And now I can reach that and that. And I need to wait on him to be shot. Moving on. Oh boy. Yes. Talk. Turn away. Whoop, that got me a place. Alright. Helmet rock. Okay, he gonna turn. Yes, alright, there we go. Didn't notice anything weird. Alright, come on. And point. And got nothing to say, you'd never listen. Shoot. Alright, gimme. No, gimme. Shoot, I messed up. I was in the wrong spot. Okay, fine. Ah! And there. Alright. Sorry. We need to do this. Okay. Do it all over. They've done that. They most certainly have. You just sit right there. Alright, back to you. Alright, I need to get you in there. Can't get in there. I can't get anywhere. And he can't do anything. Alright. was doing it right. Alright. And turn. Thank you. Fuck. What was that? Okay, thank you for being an idiot for a minute. Can't reach. Alright, let's go back. Yes, yes, yes. Kind of guy you are. And, shoot. Alright, can't get on there at that point. Ah, much closer. Alright. Trick time. Alright. So we're gonna move this over here. Jiggle. Alright, thank you. Hey, Missile, come join us, would you? Thank you. Then, Missile, can we do a quick switch? Thank you very much. Oh, I wish. Nope, that was right. That was right. I did it right. All right. All right. Now here's the fun bit. Well, would you look at that? Right on the hook. I love knit hat. So warm and most of all soft. Hey, now that I'm looking at it, isn't that hat the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down? Ah, I thought so. All right, 2, 1, Missile. You are amazing! Missile is amazing! Look at what Missile can do for me! I'll wait here for a minute so everyone can see how amazing Missile is. My favorite character. My goodness gracious. Would you look at that? Missile is best dog. The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now is our chance! I'm here in the bullet right now! Let's swap this little thing with something else. It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. Oh look! Don't hit anything else. And swap. Poof. It still has the velocity of the bullet, though. I don't think he noticed. It looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love warm knit hats. They are so warm and most of all, soft. I did it! I did it! Did I do it all right? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too! Over and over! Red light, green light, huh? What I just saw in these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison. Right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah? Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Missile. And there's certainly a guy I have to follow, too. Boom, bum, boom, 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 boom. Ugh. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you crazy old character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. I don't know if I'm getting old or what, but I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Really, dude? Really? Really? Little thing like an explosion happening. Ugh. Yeah, right. Like, I'm gonna believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, huh? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys come through for us. Okay, up we go. Yep, nope. Damn it, you picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Trick time! You want to talk, yeah? Looks like both are desperate rage. Case Inspector and White, I can't call it a complete success, but in any case, these two have information I need to start tracking down. Let's talk to him. Yep, you want to talk. Alright, let's do you first. If I knew things were gonna end like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion. Just a little explosion, yay. That way I could have been dancing after Big ol' Red by now. Might be able to erase deaths, but it's true, I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there, within my grasp. All of our planes were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Revenge. That guy mentioned revenge? Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago? He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take the little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? I was murdered. Detective Jowd, Lynn, and finally, you. If you hadn't done what you did... Yeah, 10 years ago, on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made 2 very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner. And I made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanela, you got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left behind in the room my gun. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him, of course. We didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He saw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, huh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation, and then finally we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight, on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. You know? And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camilla. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Spotless record. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. Oh. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your spotless record so much? Of course! Why else? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd, shooting Amala, his wife. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power. Then finally I found the answer. It took me 5 long years, though. The manipulator, he's gonna prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. Camilla's Cabanella's determination. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one. Escaping from prison is a crime? Oh. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know? As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, huh? But there's one little unfortunate result of all of this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around, give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. So, Aeth, what do you think of that little round of dialogue? I think that little round of dialogue doesn't clear Cabanela, but does explain all of his motivations. Your brain is confused. Yeah. This is a good game. It has a decent story. There are, granted, large jumps in logic needed sometimes, but it is actually very logical. The jumps in logic usually happen when you're following the characters. The characters, once you know their motivations, they're following them the entire time. They're just dumb. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Whee! Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know? I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. I'll go through this one slower, because this one takes a nice big turn real fast. But I never filed an autopsy report. And that's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. I'm going to do the unusual corpse. And then the clue. And then continue. The only way I can describe it, too, is it was an unusual corpse. He was dead, alright. No question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went. And no scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead. But he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. The clue left behind. How are you holding that, Baith? The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings from some kind of radiation. Tired. I can understand that. It's getting late here. They're still here, though. We're getting close to the end. I probably have been saying that for about an hour now. Got some readings of some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? Used all kinds of instruments, but couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from an unknown world. Wait a minute, could it be? That's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. I went back to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as of that corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it and all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? Cabanella's arrival. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. Dancing, 'cause we dancing. Heard there was an oddball here who's researching Tensek. Is that you, baby? Who are you calling anybody an oddball? Oh, teddy bear. I was investigating the manipulator case then. Then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. Wow, he's getting more southern the more I read him. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." That's when I put two and two together, baby! The manipulator case and Tensek were somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added a gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. And we're done. With that exposition dump. So the contraption in the basement here, you built to try and help Detective Jowd. That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force as a medical examiner. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device, but there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Camilla told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have. It made an impossible move. I added that part to the device. I recreated, but a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Oh no! Hi. Hey. Sorry about the phone call. Must have sounded like a real villain. I hate to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. That really the image she had of him? Inspector Carbonella, I'm sorry, I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to get involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Don't do that! That's bad, cops. No! 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 Sorry, Teddy, you're so good. He's such a good boy. I'm yelling at the screen, not at the baby bear. Doop 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 doop. Yikes. Tonight! I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. Like a cruel joke. Ha 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 ha. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd! What's the count? We had a count. 33. 34. Boop. The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. Jowd. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. I have a bird that can hold so many things. It is a very well-trained pigeon. Yes, this looks so much better. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come! Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my friend. Dancy puppies, dancy puppies, dancy puppies, puppies. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Good, because we're getting to the end of the game. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanela. I've broken bones. It's almost done. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. Oh, pardon, Pops. Alright. Alright, YouTube land! I'm going to sign off, please, and you will see me next time. Take care of yourselves. Please drink water, eat food. Alright. I might also be done for now, and I will... You know what? I will, within the next week before absolute chaos happens, I will stream again. So we will... we will have this going again. You will hear this long after, unfortunately, because that's a lot of time for you guys to have passed. Alright, drink some water, take some food, be kind to yourselves, and do what you need. Alright, take care.